In this video, I'll be covering a beginner tutorial of Adobe Photoshop. I'll be covering two main things that I do often in Photoshop, which are removing spots and removing motion blur. I'm Ryan, and on this channel I cover photography and cinematography, tutorials, tips, and tricks. In this video, I'll be using the image that I edited in my Lightroom Classic tutorial video. And if you watched that video, you know that at the end of the video, we ended up with this image here. And this is what it looked like at the beginning of that video. So click in the cards now to learn how to edit that image. But now, you want to remove this motion blur that you can see on the rock here. So all you have to do is right click, go edit in, Adobe Photoshop 2021, and now just wait. The first thing I do is unlock the layer, because otherwise you can't do anything. Then, I right click and go convert to smart object. That way I can undo any sharpening effects that I do. Do you use Photoshop? Let me know in the comments down below. I personally do. Then I come up to filters, go sharpen, and unsharp mask. You can see that there's a bit of motion blur there. This is what the image originally looked like, and this is what it looks like after I adjusted it. So, you can change the amount. I also recommend turning up the radius a bit. And then, you've taken your image from this to this very quickly. Now, just hit OK, and you can zoom out. Holding down Option and clicking on a layer will make that layer fill the frame. So now, say you wanted to remove these couple of cars up here. You'd zoom into them, holding space and clicking and dragging allows you to move the canvas around. And now, say I wanted to get rid of this white car. I'm going to show you multiple ways of doing this. So the first way is to duplicate the layer that you're on right now, and then right click and go down to rasterize layer. And now, you have a second layer, which is exactly the same as the original layer 0. It's not a smart object anymore, which means you can't remove the sharpening effect anymore, but you can use content aware fill on it now. So now, I just grab whatever selection tool I like, select around the car. That's a bit much around the car. Then I just go edit, content aware fill, and then just hit OK. And that's it. Now I can just turn off that layer and I can see the car. I turn it back on and the car's gone. Now another way that I can get rid of stuff is that I can use the clone stamp tool or the healing brush. The healing brush, you just paint over it and in theory it should get rid of it. But because it doesn't have sample layers on and I'm on this new layer, it won't work. If I go back to this layer and I just draw over the cars, in theory, that should get rid of them. But what if that doesn't work? The other option is to use the clone stamp tool, where basically you select sample current and below, go to that new layer you made when content aware filling, or you could just make a new layer, hold option and click on a gray area such as the road, and then just paint directly over the image. You may have to hold down option and select a new area, because you see I ran into the original car part here, so it ended up just painting the same thing on top of itself. So you may have to reselect and then just continue going over it. And that's it. Now I can hold option and click on the layer, and that zooms it out. And now I can hold command, click on the two edited layers and hit command G. Now I can turn off those two layers or turn them back on again. Now that I'm done, all I have to do is save it and wait. Once it's saved, I just go back into Lightroom, and now you can see I got two images here. You can see 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. So you can see this one is the edit because it's got edit and then a number and then TIFF. Then you can see the original here. And if you zoom in, you can see that's before and that's after. Click the video on screen to learn how to use Lightroom Classic. But first, click here to subscribe.